It doesn't matter what day of the week. It could be a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Saturday, a Sunday, any day of the week. There's always one thing going down Cruise Control, and that is a lot of breaking news. Come on. Pepestar needs to stop drinking. He just does. He's an alcoholic. He's a lush. The very first thing I want to talk about is Matthew Perry, because there's a trial going on. We've been talking about this for a little bit, about this wrongful death of Matthew Perry. Now, there's been a bunch of people arrested. A couple doctors have actually testified saying that, yes, we did do this. We did give him ketamine, and we were doing it under the guise of taking advantage of him. But a couple people have not. The self-proclaimed ketamine queen herself and Dr. out of Santa Monica, another doctor, two are being tried together right now in a dual court. So the thing is about dual trial, I should say. The thing about this too is they both said they're not guilty, but the other doctors came forward and said, oh yeah, they're definitely guilty. They were part of this whole thing, and they were, part of the conspiracy theory. But this trial is going down, and it's Jasveen Sangha. How you say that, Mike? You gotta help me, Mike. You gotta help me out. Stanga, yeah. I knew, Pepe, calm down, man. But I knew you'd help me with that. Basagna and also Dr. Salvador Plasencia were these two people that were actually involved with the whole process right now. But if found guilty, these dual could actually serve federal prison for decades. And the judge came forward and said they took advantage of Mr. Perry's addiction issues to enrich themselves. And right now with this not guilty plea, I don't know if I believe it. Again, you have other people coming forward saying they were part of this. The ketamine queen is someone that people have been saying selling ketamine to a lot of celebrities in Hollywood for a long time, and she was finally caught. What will happen? We'll keep you posted here on Cruise Control, but it's just a sad thing. Matthew Perry was a freaking legend. It just bums me out. And they're trying to get off of this, and I think that overall, admit what you did. I know it's like a lot of your life that'll be gone down the drain but you killed some man. Come on. You killed Matthew Perry, and you did it. That's all I'm saying. It's just not good. But something that is good for the business has been the strikes being done, of course. But now we found out that Duncan Crabtree Ireland has been getting paid quite a bit of money right now for his services to the union. And how much money, are you wondering, is he being paid? Well, everybody, it is. Ready for this? $1.02 million per year to be our negotiator for SAG-AFTRA. That is insane if you ask me, because again, before he was, he did this for the last year, he took over, and before it's a 6.5% raise from the last person, David White, who made $700,000 that year. What an increase for him too, to be negotiating our big contract. Now, how's this lay of land? How's it work? Look at WGA. Their lawyer, David Young, $860,000 a year. DGA, Russell Hillander, $775,000. IATSE, they must be making more, right? Nope. Matthew Loeb, $550,000. And poor Teamsters, their lawyer, Sean O'Brien's only making $250,000. It's quite an increase. I mean, I get it, you are negotiating for us, but it seems like a lot of money. I think SAG does put their money everywhere, but I gotta say, we got through the strike. This man was busting his ass. Hopefully he's getting paid what needs to be paid. And if he's getting paid this, I say pay everybody else the same amount of money. Take care of their unions. Pay people. Pay their people. That's a lot of money. Not as much money as they're paying for Knives Out. That's right. The new budget's will be five times bigger than the first movie. Now look at that. First movie was $40 million. This new one is $210 million for Knives Out 3. $210 million, Mike.
That's too much money. They don't need that much money.
Yeah, don't do drugs. Demon, don't do drugs. Thank you for being here on Cruise Control. It's a lot of money, but if you think about it, this money is going everywhere. Of course, who's getting paid? Daniel Craig. Of course, he's going to get paid, and Ryan Johnson as well getting paid. But Netflix paid $450 million in March 2021 just to secure the rights for the 2 sequels to Knives Out, which is a lot of money up front. And they're saying that between Ryan Johnson and Daniel Craig and also Ram Bergman, who was the producer on top of that, they're all getting about $100 million for the 2 movies together. All of them are. So again, that's a lot of money coming into their pockets. Wake Up Dead Man is coming to theaters, and they're filming it right now. I can't wait to see how good it's going to be, but it's a lot of money they're putting up for Knives Out. A lot of freaking money. Just they put a lot of money out for, of course, House of the Dragon. And House of the Dragon had a $200 million production budget for 8 episodes, $25 million an episode. That's a lot of money. Did it do well? Well, it's not doing as well as you think it would. We got 2 more seasons coming. But of course, 75-year-old behind the whole thing, George R.R. Martin came forward and was at first praising the new season. But now something's kind of come out recently where he was talking about season 2. And he says, I do not look forward to the other posts I need to write about everything that's gone wrong with House of the Dragon. But he'll do it too. And I will. Just not today, though. Not going to do it today.
So he knows that he needs to write.
Is that other post ever going to come out, or is it like the last of those books?
Get him, Allie. Get him. Yeah, it's going to be a long time, I think. I mean, those books. Were we ever going to hear his ending? I feel like after the show ended, he was just like, well, what do I do now? Do I want to do anything else beyond this? Like, because people were so upset about the ending as it was, you know? Daniel Craig should go back to playing James Bond. He's not going to do it. We're talking about James Bond tonight, Damon. We're talking about James Bond for sure. But Carter's excited about that too. I'm excited about that. But I do say that this is a lot of money they put into. I worked on Westworld. They were spending about $15 million an episode. High was $20 million, which is still a lot of money. This was about $25 million an episode, a lot of money, and Martin's not too happy about it. He doesn't seem too happy about it.
Dragon Wranglers aren't cheap, right?
They are expensive, Mike. They are so expensive. You know what isn't expensive though? Steamboat Willie. Now, there's no way this thing costs more than $100,000. But if you're wondering what this is, the Pooniverse, everybody, is rising very soon. That is right. Willie, Steamboat Willie is coming forward. And of course, this is based off of Mickey Mouse. When the rights went up in January 1st, they're able to do whatever they want, Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is out there. Well, Steamboat Willie is out there. So the very first horror, big budget. And again, I say big budget, but it's like $100,000. I mean, that's how much Pooh, Blood, and Honey was, so it's probably around there. They're still not saying the numbers. It's coming out, and the trailer dropped, finally. And it dropped. That happened. And it came out. I guess we find out that it's about Steamboat haunting this steamboat, murdering people. All right, but David Howard Thornton's coming in here, who was a pretty big horror figure, actually. If you've watched the what they're called, the Terrifier movies, he was the main person from there. But he's playing Steamboat Willie, a big role. It's the role of a lifetime for him, if you ask me, Mike. Right? Playing that Mickey Mouse. It's not going to be a good budget. It's not going to be a good movie. I mean, this whole Pooniverse thing is a lot to me, but something that I hope is going to be good is Beetlejuice. That's right. It's projected to make $145 million opening weekend. Now, that's pretty massive. $100 million budget, Carter. So still a lot of money that went into this. You look at the first movie. You know how much budget was for the first movie? Anybody know?
You mean 30 years ago?
Yeah. Anybody know?
20.
Close, Mike. Very close. $17 million for the very first one. So $17 million. So a big increase from there on top of that. And that one made grossly across the whole board. Everything was all said and done, $35 million. So not yet. Pooniverse, Lord Greystoke. Thank you for being here. It's called the Pooniverse. So they're calling that the Blood and Honey universe with like Bambi and Winnie the Pooh and all that all together. It's like one conglomerate of fairy tale creatures coming together, doing meth, and they're doing Tinkerbell's doing meth. That's a whole thing. I'm not even lying to you. And Bambi's murdering people, and Pooh is, and Tigger's movie's coming out. Yeah, it's called the Pooniverse, or the Dark Child Universe. They're also saying, but that's a real thing. But Beetlejuice again, $145 million. It's projecting. It's gonna be awesome. I hope. I know some reviews are coming out saying it's pretty good, and I heard a rumor that the third one might be greenlit. We'll have to wait and see after opening weekend. I don't know if I believe that until opening weekend is done.
Yeah,
that's what I have to say.
Give it another 30 years.
Yeah, give it some time. Something else that's going to blow up the box office as well has been Alien Romulus. It's made $288 million so far. So pretty great at $80 million budget. Pretty freaking awesome. But now Noah Hawley's FX series has officially released the very first teaser for Alien Earth. Of course, we've talked about this for a long time that there's this whole spin-off alien universe that's coming out, but this one is going to start in FX. They shot this during the strike, had to shut down, came back, and they finished it. Well, now they've released the very first clip that shows a xenomorph. It's all angry. Its fangs come out. It's got like its teeth are showing, and it has like some kind of like goo oozing off its teeth. And that's pretty much all they show with Earth reflection right here on its head. The premise has been released finally too. A mysterious space vessel crash lands on Earth. A young woman, Sydney Chandler, and a ragtag group of tactical soldiers make a fateful discovery that puts them face to face with the planet's greatest threat. That's right. That would be the xenomorph, of course. And of course, Timothy Oliphant's in this as well. We talked about that as well. Big show. 8 episodes coming to FX. Will it be good? I don't know. I hope Ridley Scott is got some money in it, which he does, and he's hoping it does well. But he's also hoping that Gladiator does well. And Gladiator right now has got a little heat from Russell Crowe. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. Russell Crowe said in an interview, he goes, well, I think when it comes up the whole thing, I think that there's he wasn't really excited about it, but he said, but a couple of things I've heard about it, I'm like, no, that's not in the moral universe, the journey that a particular character should go through in Gladiator. This is not right, but I can't say anything because it's not my place because I'm 6 feet under. So we'll see what it's going to be like, which of course his character is dead. That's the whole thing. Sorry, spoiler alert for Gladiator 1 if you haven't seen it. It's 2003 it came out. It's been a little bit, so spoiler alert. But Ridley Scott came forward and said the plot frankly just came to him. It was right underneath their noses. It was so right there. They were kind of shocked how easy it was. Now they were talking about like having Russell Crowe come through a portal and travel through time and appear in this second one. So that was the whole storyline initially. They didn't go that route, of course. But Ridley Scott also addressed Russell Crowe and said, I think Russell Crowe is one of the best actors in the world, and I think we have a good relationship. I hope we do. And as long as he doesn't start bitching about how he wasn't consulted, come on, man, why would I consult you? He's dead. Yeah. But so I get that. Like, again, there's no part, Maximus is Maxagon. There's no point to consult him. I don't think. But again, I hope this movie's, but we talked about this, Allie, when this was your first time here, right, Allie?
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah. And that music, we had, some rap music in the trailer. I guess Gen Z loves that, by the way. It's like a whole thing on the internet. People are going nuts about that music choice. Allie's still not sold.
It's so weird. Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah, it's a lot. Lord Greystoke, they love sequels. That's why we have a whole segment on Cruise Control called Reboot, Remake, or sequels, redos, because they like to do reboots, remakes, sequels. It's what they think are cash cows in Hollywood. That's what it is.
Yes.
And again, it does get people out, Allie, doesn't it? A lot of times.
Well, I mean, we've got that whole debate, I feel like, between the artists and the money people. And the money people are just like, this thing made money before. Let's do more of that. And, I think the artists fall into there periodically because, hey, we're fans of things too. But the reality is new art comes out, and until you have a lot of people backing you, they're just like, you don't have proof that'll work. So
risky.
Yeah, reboot, remake, recycle.
Jonathan, right, Jonathan? Do not ruin Gladiator with the portals. You're right, Allie. That's what it comes down to. It's all about the buck in Hollywood, too. It's like they look at something, it's got a built-in audience, they know it's going to make money, someone with a new idea, a lot of times they don't want to fund it. And that happens a lot of times. A24, of course, is a production company that is giving more opportunity with like a $10 million budget, which I think is phenomenal. But overall, you're not seeing that like you wish you would, I would say. I want more of those. Look at Civil War. That was $50 million. That was their biggest budgeted thing, and they were able to do a lot. Again, it didn't do as well as it could have, but again, they are making big budget movies without spending big budget pocketbooks, if you ask me. Rap doesn't go with ancient Rome, Queen. I know people were saying that we should have had like a
is that what that kind of stuff like? Ancient Rome, it was just like creepy choirs.
somewhere in that ethoverse,
You're probably right.
I don't know. But I bet those gladiators, Mike, fought a lot of bears, but the bear is coming back, everybody. Jeremy Allen White came forward and said, guys, Jeremy Allen White said, guys, calm down. Of course, Hulu debuted season 3 of The Bear, 10 episodes on June 24th, but they haven't started shooting the next season yet. He is playing the boss right now, guys. He's working on that. He's playing Bruce Springsteen, so he's kind of busy right now, but he was doing an interview recently talking about The Bear. He says, I'm not sure exactly when it's going to start shooting, but I know it's not going to happen until next year. Of course, again, I think it says right now and then into the fall, he's shooting the boss story. He said, but I imagine sometime early next year, similar to how we usually start the last couple of years, February, March time, we'll get back to work and then we'll get out there. He was talking to Esquire about this. So The Bear is coming, everybody. Hold your horses. It's coming. But also, more Yellowstone's coming. I'm not talking about spinoffs. Because we've been talking about a lot of spin-offs about Yellowstone. I'm talking about season 6. Not Kevin Costner, though, because we know that ship has sailed. We've talked about that. He wanted to come back, him and the producers fighting. That happens. It's like creative rights. Creative things go crazy. It's sad. It's really sad. But that just happens sometimes. He's been busy, too, with his, like, epic journey. What's that called? GR's gone. But there was a epic, what's that called? Not 1882. I'm going blank on the name of it. American Tale. He's on American Tale. No, he's got his American Tale, his series, epic series. Yeah, he's doing Fievel Goes West right now, Mike, the live action interpretation. He's really busy. He's really, really slammed, so he can't do it.
From the same guys who made Sonic.
But season 6 is apparently in negotiations. They're trying to work it out. Of course, the season 5B is coming out. We haven't seen an ending yet. We haven't seen, people are saying his character might die off. But Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser are apparently in negotiations to come back for this. And the final season will debut, final season in November. And we'll have to see where that leads for a 6. And I hope it's going to be great for fans out there. I've only watched 1882. I haven't watched the original Yellowstone, but I hear great things. 1889. I have great ththings. Another show that's coming back that I know Mike's super excited about is Wizards of Waverly Place. He was watching that for years. But the sequel
as a
series,
wizard myself, it's incumbent upon me to keep my wizard credits by watching the wizard programming.
Our Grand Wizard of Cruise Control, Mr. Mike Casey.
I don't know about Grand Wizard, Brian.
Grand Wizard. Two episodes are dropping October 29th at 8 p.m. They're doing all 8 episodes. They're going to be out on Disney and over on Disney Plus and over on Disney Network. But it is moving forward for Wizards of Waverly Place, and it's called Beyond Waverly Place. Oh, fun. I did work on Wizards of Waverly Place when I was younger. When I was a young buck, I doubled for David Henry for a while, too. So I worked for him. But season 1 is going to be exciting, they're saying. They got Raven Simone coming in direct, and also Danielle Fissel as well, who was, big Boy Meets World cast coming forward to do this. But the big wizard we want to talk about is Gandalf, everybody. And Gandalf, Sir Ian McKellen is coming back. Well, as long as it doesn't take too long, that's what he's saying right now, because the man is 85 years old. Love and respect for the man, 85 years old. The best fucking Gandalf. Round of applause for Gandalf, guys. Round of applause for Ian McKellen. He just recently fell off a stage. We talked about that. He fell off a stage. He hurt himself pretty bad. And so he's still recovering from that. But he said enthusiasm for the Lord of the Rings shows have no sign of stopping. And I can't tell you any more than that. But I've just been told they're going to do more films and Gandalf will be involved and they hope that I will be playing him. But as he said, when? I don't know. What? The script? Is there a script? Not written yet. So they better be quick. Again, London's West End, he did fall, and he did say that he's getting old. He wants to retire soon, and at 85 years old, it's tough. It's just tough, and it sucks to see because he is a fantastic Gandalf. That's all I'm saying. A lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. Thank you all, 222 of you out there. Appreciate you. Round of applause to you out here in Cruise Control. Gandalf. I hope that Sir Ian McKellen can keep doing this, guys. I love him so much. It's just, it takes so long. You're talking like it's 2024. He's 85 years old. This is not going to shoot till he's 87, right? Probably 87, at least, earliest. So, Wizarding World might be suffering.
For. He's going to live for a long time, Brian. If you were Gandalf, you would want to live as old as you can, and I have complete confidence that that's exactly what Ian McKellen is going to do.
You know what he's going to say, Mike? I shall not die.
That's not what he said when he fell off the stage. Apparently, he said, "I broke my neck. I'm dying."
I feel bad for him. Man,
he just broke his wrist.
Yeah, but fucking, it's lucky. It's really lucky. I really just hope that he can keep going for as long as he can. I mean, look at Patrick Stewart, still kicking ass. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.